कहीं पहुंचने के लिए कहीं से निकलना तो पड़ता है, तो आज शुरुआत करें वैसे।
Hello friends, welcome to this video. We are going to talk about market structure of Nifty. Very often I keep on creating certain videos about market क्या लगता है, which is our weekly series. But when I'm expecting something important, something crucial, at that point in time I feel like interacting with you, sharing my views with you. And today I think we should look at Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as some important sectors, and we should have a look at these sectors because since 2020 March we have had a terrific bull run, right? So many stocks have given exponential results, exponential targets, and after that I think at this point in time there should be some significant correction in indices, overall Indian market. And let us try and understand, if we look at individual stocks, if we look at all these indices, how they are appearing and what kind of a correction we are expecting out of it. Now we are recording this video on 8th of June, right? 8th of June 2021, and let's look at what is there in store with Nifty. Let me quickly open my market kya lagta hai screen as well, so that it will be easier for us to evaluate whatever predictions or calculations we had given for this particular week. So this is market kya lagta hai, a weekly time frame, and here we have a hourly structure. Right now, as you can see, Nifty has broken above this range of 15,700 and 15,500. So it is right now, it is above 15,700 level. But today's action is prompting me to create this video is for a very simple reason that currently indices and overall the sectoral indices as well are making tight higher highs and higher lows, and that's a very significant kind of observation, a very important observation about a distribution phase. And what is a distribution phase? Distribution phase is the early stage where the informed investors or traders, they start to sell their equities, and they will not sell it at any price. They will ensure that all stocks are trending at a higher level, and at those higher levels they will prefer to sell their equities so that they will earn handsome profit. And retail traders, without knowing that this is the end of the bull run for a shorter period of time, not a bigger bull run per se, they enter at those phases, right? And they enter at wrong phases, and then price suddenly starts declining and they do not understand what they should be doing. Now this is a Nifty 50 ka chart. Our target of 15,796 is still intact, and I'm not sure whether this target is going to get completed or not, but looking at this bearish candle, it reminds me of 20th Jan 2020, right? And after that, here we can see a bearish bias being printed. Now if you check this on a daily chart, what we can observe is that last time around when I created a video, I was speaking about this correction from 15,431 to 15,151, and from there we saw a bounce, a very healthy kind of a bounce. And currently it looks like that FIIs or people with bigger exposure, they are just pumping the prices and they are trying to sell it here. Now this is like a distribution phase. This is not a typical bull run. This is not a typical public participation phase where everybody makes money. This is not that kind of a phase. We have to understand this. And after these kind of actions, we see a rapid fall in market. Now, if you see Bajaj Finance yesterday, Finance gap down yesterday, and after a gap down of about 4.5%, we can see that today's action is also not very convincing, and the selling spree is still going on. Now Bajaj Finance I consider as a market leader. This is a leading kind of a stock, and if this leading stock is giving us some kind of a signal or some kind of a warning, you can say, then the top is near, is what my calculation is what my study suggests. And as per this chart, I have already suggested in growth model groups yesterday itself to keep a tight trailing stop losses in your equity positions. Today many of the trailing stop losses got hit and many of the traders have exited in a profitable manner. Now that is one part of it. Now coming here with a Nifty chart. So in case of Nifty, we can see that tight higher highs and higher lows are happening here. This is a phase which does not look very promisingly bullish and looks like there will be some profit booking. Now up to what extent I'm expecting this profit booking? The target will not be a bigger target. It should be somewhere around this previous target. So first leg of the fall, I'm expecting this fall should be in form of three-legged move. Right, so how do I expect this? It has to correct from here to somewhere here, maybe for 500 level approximately. Then it should go up again and then again it should give us some more move. This is the structure. I'm not talking about targets here, just broadly this is the structure that I'm talking about. This is how the fall should be ideally, and one has to be cautious in this entire phase because after this first element of correction one may feel that it is over now and should just jump onto it. No, but you have to be a little cautious. Of course we'll trade as per the confirmations only, not blindly, right? But this is about Nifty chart. Quickly check Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty is showing a very good sizable correction and a proper structure. Now Nifty was showing all signs of bullishness, where Bank Nifty is not showing those kind of bullishness. In fact, Bank Nifty is a weaker link in between these two. That is also one more way to look at these indices. And if Bank Nifty is giving you the selling signal first, Nifty has to follow. That's going to happen that way. If at all this correction has to start, it will be led by NBFCs and banking stocks within this week or maybe in next coming week or something like that. But while this is happening, even in case of Bank Nifty, we'll see a target roughly around the previous fall up to about 30,400, 500 mark. And from there, we may again see a bounce and a subsequent fall as well. So this is about Bank Nifty. If we take into consideration, in current scenario, there is only pharmaceutical and IT. These are the two indices which are stronger comparatively. But the signs here as well are not very convincingly bullish. It is consolidating. Pharma, though it's a good sign that it is not falling, it is not correcting, it is consolidating, and maybe after the consolidation it may start its up move. Remember guys, I'm preaching this for a long period of time now. These next 4 to 5 years belong to pharmaceutical and IT stocks, right? So both these sectors are important and you have to make most of both these sectors. So pharmaceutical is for obvious reason because this COVID-like situation, and more importantly, the pharmaceutical sector was under correction for a longer period in time since 2015. So it is ought to show us bullishness from here. If we are talking about IT was consolidating for a longer period in time, but currently, even though Nifty is falling, even though Bank Nifty is falling, IT is showing a good strength, good amount of strength, and that is something is very positive. PSU banks just following what Bank Nifty is doing, and as you can see, a top has been established, and after that it's a lower high kind of a formation. So don't expect PSU banks to be very bullish. People were talking about SBI will reach to 490 mark or something like that, but generally I have observed before fall there is always a saying that SBI is going to reach to a new high or something like that, but that doesn't happen, and we have to be cautious whenever we hear that. So PSU banks are not that bullish. Energy sector led by Reliance is making a high here, but on a weekly oscillators we are seeing divergences. On weekly oscillators we can see divergences, and in majority of the indices, in majority of the sectors, these weekly divergences are present. Whichever oscillator that you use, I want you to check it using that oscillator, and you will see that on a weekly chart there is a fair bit of weakness that can be registered, that can be seen in all these sectorial indices. So currently energy, IT and pharma, three sectors we have seen which are bullish, not consolidating kind of a thing. But here in case of infra, as you can see, it's a rally, unilateral rally, but overall trend of infra is not that great, right? Currently it is doing good, but overall trend is not good. A short-term correction can be experienced, whereas in energy sector it has reached to an all-time high. So that is also an important aspect of it. FMCG sector, even though it is at all-time high, but if you check this on a daily chart, this structure resembles more like Nifty, right? And even though Nifty is correcting today, FMCG has made a new high or an all-time high, and this is where one has to be cautious, and then we may expect again a correction in FMCG sector as well. Metal is already under correction, and as you can see, just similar to what we had seen in banking stocks or PSU banks. This was a high that has been formed, a low, a lower high and a lower low. So when I'm talking about Nifty's correction as well, I'm expecting a similar thing to happen. Nifty will correct to the first leg first, right? That may last for, let's say, 15 days or maybe little more than that. And after that, there'll be a rally. And after this rally, there'll be a second leg of fall. So this has to be 1, 2, 3 kind of a structure. Auto sector is again not so bullish, just like banking sector. So this is the high that has been formed, and after this high we can see a low and a lower high being formed. No new high is formed. So you will see in your portfolio as well, there will be many stocks which have failed to make a new high after 2020. And if that is the case, these are the stocks you need to reconsider or reshuffle these stocks for a better investment opportunities. This is what I was suggesting in the beginning of the video. Let's say some of the stocks that you are trading have not made a new high during this rally. So it is still below January 2020 prices. Then these are the stocks you should replace from your portfolio. This is a very simple method, and on the basis of growth, you can just calculate that Nifty has already made a new high. So naturally, whatever stocks you are invested into should also make a new high. And if it has not made a new high, then you should consider some other stock which can replace these stocks, which are underperformers. Basically, we call them as underperforming stocks. CNX Finance also following Bank Nifty suit. So this is the first leg of fall, this is the second leg of fall, and now this is the third leg of the fall. Sensex almost making a double top here, and from here also in Sensex as well we are expecting a profit booking. Now this profit booking will not be sharp, not fierce, but it will go on. It will be a prolonged kind of a phase. It may be a time correction. So we have taken a very short span of time for this growth from let's say March 2020 up till this current level of February 2021. So after this rally, there is something called as a time correction, and in that time correction, price will spend a lot of time in this bracket, and from there we will see a lot of time being covered in this phase, and then after that the new rally or new momentum, those can be seen. This is how I see. Again, we are coming to Nifty here. So this is a Nifty index, and again this similar kind of a fall, retracement to the fall, and again the next level of fall. Don't go by these levels, but this is how the structure I'm expecting it to be. So keep this in mind. This is a good sign that we have seen in Bajaj Finance and Nifty, Bank Nifty today. So many stocks to follow this suit. I wish you all the best from your trading investing perspective. A simple thought on which I would love to end this video is that no one loves bear markets, because that is the phase. I'm not comfortable with bear markets for a very obvious reason. We make money as a trader. We can trade in bull market as well as bear market, but bear market is the phase where the corrections are happening and many investors are losing money. It's a hard-earned money, right? And because of the unawareness, or because they are not aware of the market structure, they miss out on booking their profits. And that is something that keeps on pinching me. The purpose of this video is not to create a fear in your mind, but you should understand the process of investing in such a way that you should know how you can assign a stop loss or a trailing stop loss, and that will help you make your investment buying or selling decisions more accurate, right? So that's it from me. Wish you all a very happy trading and investing time ahead. Be cautious and look for the signs of reversal. Thank you so much.